What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Cinco. This week's episode is brought to you by a racist mascot known as a Frito Bandito. You know what
Oh
Mexicans like to do
yeah.
is steal your shit. So the Frito company thought it'd be a great idea to put a Mexican in a sombrero and a sarape with two guns that all he did was steal Fritos. And that's who's sponsoring our show this week. I will tell you that I had the opportunity to go to the Frito plant because where we live, there's a huge Frito plant. I went to said Frito plant, and because I am a guy who likes to talk some shit, when they said any questions, I put my hand up in the back. And when I put my hand up in the back, I said, hey, what's up with the Frito Bandito? And all those sons of bitches acted like they had no idea what I was talking about. And they handed me warm chips. And they thought that warm chips was going to shut me up. And it fucking did. Because if you think chips are awesome, wait till you eat them warm. It's fucking amazing, bro. They gave me Doritos fresh out of the oven. And all my fucking anarchy and like bring the man down went away. Yeah, bro. They handed me some hot Cool Ranch. Whoo, bro, fresh out of the oven. They're like... they crunch and then they pillowy in your mouth. I can't even explain to you. It made all the racism be fine. I was like, it's Frito Bandito. Who gives a shit? So, welcome to episode. What episode is this?
Fucking wall. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right. I don't give a shit. This must be who Trump keeps talking about. Right? I was like, fuck it, it's all good. Welcome to episode. Well, no, not necessarily, Stevens, because I have no fucking idea how we're releasing these.
Oh, that's true. Well, then I don't know.
Welcome to this week's episode of The Cinco. Exactly. Hey, super producer Stevens. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Longest fucking intro ever. Enrique, say what's up.
What's up?
And remember, my name is Ivan. Remember, guys, we just meet up every week. It gives us a chance to kind of sit, talk some shit to each other, go over our favorite things. You get to know us a little bit, and hopefully by what you respond on our Instagram, that does work now.
It does work.
Oh, you can let us know what you're about because I'm interested to see, especially this DJ one. I'm going to have to hit up my boy. Maybe I'll text him during our episode and tell him to send me. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. Tell him to send me his top 5 DJs. I can give us a little side list here for it, right? Ooh. But that's going to be a little bit later. And I totally switched up the episode on us because I just said DJ. So be ready for that, mother truckers.
You did.
I totally did do that. My bad. So I got to tell you guys, I did something this week, which I had talked about, and I think you guys are all in the same spot as I am. I finished the season of The Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, Steven.
I have.
Woo. Had you ever watched any of it?
I didn't start it yet.
Okay. I won't do what I usually do by fucking everything up.
Yeah, so, don't spoil. I mean, you can chat about it, but...
Okay, then all I will say is that Enrique said that there was an episode. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you what the episode's about, Stevens, but not what it's about. It is about, how it seems like every season they do a good job of giving everybody like their episode.
Yeah.
Last season was a baker, went to the Netherlands.
Yes, when he goes to, where did he go? Sweden?
The Netherlands?
Netherlands, yes.
Yeah.
Also, the cousin gets his kind of like arc, whatever. It's not just one episode, it kind of happens over episodes. So they've done that. They've done a good job of that. And somebody who I didn't necessarily think, not that I didn't think we need an episode, I kind of almost forgot she hadn't got an episode, is the assistant cook, right? The line, well, she was a line cook at the first or whatever. And she ended up winning an award this year for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series, an Emmy, right?
Yep.
Her episode.
Banger, right?
Dude, like.
I told you.
Dude, there was parts where I was just like, you want to cry because you're just like, fuck. And then you laugh because it's like, and then you figure out why there's so much love for other characters. Like, it's just,
the back and forth between her and another character. Mm-hmm. That whole part of that episode was so well written, so well acted. It was just like, we're just a fly on the wall, just watch it and go down. It was fucking amazing. It was great.
Right on.
And like the power of like conversation. Yeah. Like there was nothing fancy. There wasn't anything like it was just two people having a conversation and where they're at. And it just felt like I could see or I could imagine that conversation really happening. I think that was amazing.
I had the same feeling in the episode when the main character meets the girl that he dates for a little bit. Was that last season?
Yeah, that was
last season because then when they're in the store and he's picking something up and they're in front of the fridge in the liquor store or whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
It was the same kind of feeling. So well written, Like it's just they're just so fun. You just sit back and watch it, and it's just the back and forth, and of course they do a great job with the acting with it, right? So they pull it off. So
That's cool.
good show,
Yeah,
good
was
show.
it was good. It was really good, man. I've enjoyed that show
Hmm.
thoroughly. It still makes me do this at times. Like
Yeah.
there's one episode where I'm just like I'm glad it was over, but not in a
Hmm.
bad way. I don't know if that makes any sense because it was just like ugh, like it was so much going on at the same
Sure.
time, but it was meant to be that way. I love
Hmm.
Maddie Matterson. I don't know, he's an actual chef, but I love that he doesn't play a chef in this show. And he's just
Oh
amazing. It's a
yeah,
big guy with the tattoos.
yeah.
Yep.
God, dude, he would make me laugh out loud. Him and his brother, fucking, and then like for some reason there's like these like small parts by like big actors that were just like amazing. Like, well, I don't know if big actors is the right word, right? But people that everybody knows coming in for just like one episode for 10 minutes, but like
Hmm.
like the haunting. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that shit was amazing. That thing was amazing. Like, yeah, you got to watch it, Steven, so we can like talk about it. Because I that's one of those shows that I forget to tell people about whenever like I do have a chance. So I'm like, you guys got to watch this shit. Like,
Hmm.
it's great. It's really, really good. But yeah, it really totally did that. And I know Enrique won't watch this, but maybe I don't know if I can entice him. I watched the 2 seasons of Heels. That's on Netflix right now, Stevens.
I'm
Oh, it's
I've
on
been planning.
Netflix?
Yeah, they
Yes, on
just dropped it
Netflix.
on Netflix. They just
Okay,
put it
I
on
need to watch
Netflix.
that.
It
Spoiler
was
alert.
uh-huh.
Oh, go ahead, Enrique.
Well, I was gonna say it was originally not Showtime, maybe
Stars.
Stars.
I think it was
Yeah, stars.
Stars.
Totally
Yeah,
stars.
and so then so Max has been on Max, right? Stevens?
No, mm-mm.
Or no, Stars is different.
I haven't
Stars is
seen
different.
it, so that's
Yeah,
why
it
I
wasn't
didn't
anywhere.
realize it was. Yeah,
No, no, no,
it
it
was
was,
on.
it's somewhere.
It was on like
Oh,
its particular streamer though.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
It
it
was
but
was
like
like
on
on
one of.
Stars.
stars. Oh, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah, but I guess it wasn't on Hulu. It wasn't on
yeah.
Netflix. It wasn't on like any of those. Is what I mean. It was
No,
probably
yeah,
on Stars Monthly or whatever.
there's a whole thing with Netflix where they're buying these shows that belong
Mhm.
to other streamers and other production companies, but they buy them to put them on Netflix, and
Ah.
they always hit because for whatever
Mhm.
reason people watch shit on Netflix, and so it's kind of it's a big debate in Hollywood right now. I listened to another podcast, so this is not me trying to be thinking I'm smart. I'm repeating what I've heard in a podcast I like to listen to
That's all I do.
about the well, yeah, about the Hollywood
You just take it
like
and make it your
deals.
own.
So it's a big thing going on right now where these everyone is competing against Netflix, and Netflix is the number one streamer. Everyone's trying to catch up to Netflix, but yet they're been forced and they've been put in a position where they have to sell to Netflix because a
Their
lot of the streamers are
their
in such
money.
debt they're not able to keep
Mm-hmm.
up
Mm.
with the subscribers and everything. So in order to kind of stay afloat, they're selling these shows to Netflix for big money. Netflix is paying big money for them, but yet at the same time they're helping Netflix gain, they or keep their subscribers. So it's kind of like what do you damned if you do, damned if you
Kind of
don't.
damn if you don't.
But everyone is doing it, and you see all these shows pop up and
Mm-hmm.
they pop on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Hmm.
crazy. Like Suits was a big deal last year.
Yes. Yeah.
Do I need to watch that?
No, I
It's
don't know.
not your kind of show.
Nah.
No. Yeah,
No.
you got to
It's
think. Oh, fuck that.
No. It's just
You got
not
to
your
see a
kind of
titty.
show.
That's what I need to know. You gotta see. No,
No.
okay, but that was
it's like
that.
a USA show, right? Suits was like a USA show. Like
It
Oh,
was a
fuck. You
USA
know
show.
what, bro?
yeah,
You're right. That's not my motherfucking show, bro.
That's
yeah,
what
Like
I said.
USA, fuck that site. What was the other one? They're all fun. Like whatever,
yeah.
bro. Yeah, you're right. Good call on that one, Stevens. Good call.
Yeah.
But Heels. Well, actually, I have a question then for you guys. Do you think HBO has that problem?
Yeah.
Because I feel like really, even though they have a library of fucking shows.
Well, they also paid a lot of money for Discovery for all that stuff,
Yeah,
and that's the reason
exactly.
why they did it is because they have to add stuff, different type of
Well,
stuff.
but you think they're still selling to Netflix?
Yeah, yeah. There's been shows
Holy
that
shit! Even
like
them.
like this Heels will be on Netflix for a minute. It'll be there for a while. It's always they're always temporary deals. They don't sell for
outright or whatever. Yeah.
No, they don't give up the rights to the show. They basically let them rent it for a while, and then they'll put it back. They'll pull it from Netflix
so that people will go follow it on the streamer it's on, right?
So that's what the hope is, yeah. So that people fall in love with the show, and then when the new season comes up, they have to go to wherever it's at. The Stars is with.
I think you can get it through Amazon. No, isn't
No,
that
I know,
where?
Amazon can get everything.
I thought it was bundled. I thought it was bundled with something like Showtime is bundled with Paramount Plus.
Yes.
Now. Oh.
And I thought Stars had the same kind of deal.
It's somewhere. Not. I have them all, bro. I have all the big ones, and it's not on any of them.
So Yellow Jacket
because I'm subscribed strictly to Stars through my Apple. So that you're right.
I need to get Stars through Apple to see Manny stuff. Big shout out to Manny, back in friend of the show. Filming as we speak, filming. I think the next season of. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, man. So we might have to get him on maybe when we do like top 5 mafia movies or something like that, because I think he's a big fan of. So maybe we have to reach out and stuff like that. But okay, so even HBO's dealing with that. So back to the show though, Heels. It is a wrestling show, and if you don't know, I will say that Stevens and I are huge fans of the wrestling, and Enrique would rather stick his dick in a meat grinder. So I mean, just get that visual right there. But he as every little kid did at one point in time, he watched wrestling. Or at least knew about it, right, Enrique?
When I thought it was real, and then I grew up and became an adult, and I realized it was just a soap opera. And
I think I liked it more when I realized it was a soap opera. Like, it really did, because at that point, I thought Ric Flair was a fucking genius. You know what I mean? Like, if this is not real, and this dude's a character, fuck you, Ric Flair. God damn it, you son of a bitch. Like that, but at the same time, he almost got hit by lightning one time and died, but the guy behind him died. Like, Ric Flair, I think if I could do top 5 Ric Flair quotes of all time. But anyways, yes, Enrique, what do you got?
So I want to go back and tell you HBO shows that have been on Netflix that Discovery licensed to Netflix. Insecure, Band of Brothers, The Pacific, 6 Feet Under, and Ballers. And then Netflix inked a deal with Warner Brothers Discovery to license all 6 seasons of Sex and the City.
Oh.
Damn, they must have paid a shit ton for that, bro.
Yeah.
So you got to keep feeding the beast. That's crazy, bro.
It's a weird deal. It's a very interesting thing because it's they're all chasing Netflix, but they almost are forced to kind of use them and to try to
in my head, you keep your exclusives to catch up to Netflix, but it's not working.
Yeah.
No,
because look, without even thinking twice, the first app I open all the time is Netflix. Without if I open up my Apple TV, the first app I always go to is Netflix, because I feel like they pump the newest stuff, like it's new, and that's why.
Yeah, it's not my go-to when I first open, but not because it's not good, because I know that if I open up Netflix, I'm committing some time because I'm gonna find something.
Yeah, dude. Yes, that's fair. Will. You are right, bro. I rewatch so much shit on Netflix that's not even that good. Like, it's not even that good, but I'm rewatching it because it's just there. It's just easy. Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of go for it. But yeah, check out Heels. There's enough other stuff other than wrestling, but it is a wrestling show, and knowing enough about the biz, not that I'm in it, but knowing enough about, because of documentaries and because of the Ric Flair doc and all these you hear all this stuff, it seems to do a very good job, to the point where CM Punk, who is a wrestler, is on it. Nick Foley, who used to be a wrestler. Right? Is he? As a background guy?
I thought he made an appearance or something like that. Maybe he just produces or whatever.
Oh, yeah. But there's multiple, wrestlers that just make appearances in there. And, it's sad, and it's as country as you thought it would be, because it's all about this, wrestling company in Georgia that's trying to stay afloat. But at the same time, all the bigger companies beat its ass or whatever and stuff like that. But the spoiler that I was giving earlier is that it ends without an ending. So they got canceled at the end of season 2. And then that was it. So the ending to the show, you're like, holy shit, what's going to happen now? But there is no show after that. So it doesn't end. Yeah.
Until 7 years from now, when fans are like, we need an ending for Heels, and then they'll make a new season.
Well, this might be the best chance, right? Like, what else are you gonna get if it gets enough clamor in there? Maybe they Brooklyn Nine-Nine it and they like freaking come back and actually finish it or whatever, or something like that. But I don't know. I don't necessarily think that'll happen. I don't know where it's at on the charts, like where it shows like most watched or whatever. But it's entertaining. I mean, I enjoy it. It's
So
one
is
of
it
those.
is it like a pretty intense show, like as far as adult, like mature show, or is it just kind of like, is it like Glow where it's like comedy and some
No,
serious stuff with some?
no. I would say the opposite. Serious stuff with a little bit of comedy sprinkled in here and there. But it's comedy like the wrestlers are bantering back and forth and they say some funny shit.
Right.
But like there's some sex in there. Of course, they got to get your attention or whatever. But it's more like drugs and suicide and
Okay.
regret. Little
The
town,
dark
big
side.
dreams. Yeah, little town,
Got it.
big dreams. It's like the quarterback that never makes it out of the town, and yada 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 yada. So it's
Okay.
good. Like I said, I enjoy it.
It's
They
got
seem to
good
do a
people.
good
It's
job.
got good people in it, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that was
Green
the
Arrow's
homie
in it.
from Green Arrow, and then
Yeah, Green Arrow's the
the
main guy.
girl, one of the main girls is Kelly Berglund. I seen her in a couple shows. I'm a fan of hers. She's
Is she the little blonde one,
yeah,
like young? Oh, okay, yeah,
yeah.
she's like probably one or two of the main female characters. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's been in a couple shows that I've come across and I've kind of liked. And she's I noticed she was in there. So yeah, I've had it on my watch list for a while. I just
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's wrestling, so I'm like I'll get to it
You
when I
keep
get
pushing it
to it.
back. No, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, but
yeah.
dude, one that I haven't watched and like Zion watched it of all people and it won everything at the Emmys is Shogun.
Oh,
I don't know
I
why.
know.
I
I don't know why I
know,
haven't
I
gotten
know.
into it. Everybody says it's fucking amazing and beautiful.
Yeah.
We
Beautiful.
talked about
Yeah.
this. That's a show that I figured you would have been
Yeah.
first day like watching it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so much out there
It
sometimes.
looks it
You
looks like
know?
a beautiful, like
Mhm.
visually just beautiful show. I mean, I'm very intrigued. I've been wanting
Mhm.
to watch it myself. I just haven't done it. But yeah, I'm on the same boat.
I think it's one of those things right now recently too is where like that to me is a show that I'm gonna have to commit time to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, you're gonna have to sit down
realistically,
and read too.
oh well, yeah. That you're right. I mean, a lot of what I know, but he's not wrong because a lot of times when I'm watching, I'm in the garage doing something. You can't really do that if they're speaking freaking like you know what I mean. Like
You
I
have to
can
watch
do
it.
that with Spanish speaking shows, but I can't really do that
Uh-huh.
with that. You know?
You have to watch it.
So maybe that's what it is because I've noticed a lot of what I've been watching recently is like shit I've already seen, so I can come in and out of it. Or that, or something where like I can just it's a show, but it's lowbrow. It's totally like a reality show where who gives a fuck if you miss 20 minutes of it? Like, you know what I mean? Like
So
nothing's really gonna
what's
happen
a
in that.
show? What's a show for you guys that it's like your go-to if you just need background noise?
I got it. Anybody? The Simpsons.
Stevens? Okay.
Oh, I put Twilight Zone on.
Twilight Zone. I should have known that. I should
Ooh,
have. Yeah.
damn! But I gotta like sit down. But it's because
No,
you
I
watched them
know.
all, right?
I know them all, so it's just
Mm-hmm.
background noise.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Yeah,
then I
Simpsons for me.
stop.
What about
I
you,
stop
Enrique?
and watch like a thing.
Well,
Like for a little bit,
mine is
you'll kind of catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, mine is Friends.
Yeah.
That's just I can watch the damn show like I'm sure like how you are with Twilight Zone. I watch it over and over and over and over, and I laugh every single time, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I love it, and
You're waiting for it.
it's just yeah, it's just
Did you watch
That's
The Thing?
oh shit.
do
So
any of your homework.
no, I didn't. I forgot what I was supposed to watch, and I was looking for it in the notes, and I didn't find it.
Oh, I didn't write those notes. I just put my top fives in.
Yeah, so and then I meant
She did her
to
job. She did her job.
text you. I meant to text you, but I had a busy weekend, so I wasn't home a lot this past weekend, so I didn't really have time. And I was gonna, I did watch something today, but it wasn't The Thing.
Was
I
it
did watch.
American
Which one?
Werewolf in London?
No, it was a horror movie. Or yeah, it's something that it's a classic, and I've never watched it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is what I watched.
The original?
The original,
All
19
right. 74, I think.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, bro.
Let me see. Let me pick my words here.
It's fucking gross.
It is gross. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
it's
I think
supposed to
that's
make
what,
you feel that way.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so it makes you feel a certain way. And
Yep.
it definitely accomplishes that. I didn't like it because of that, but it's also good because of that. Like I understand why it's looked at the way it is, right?
You
Even
you've
after all these
driven past
years.
some of those houses in Texas, I'm sure now, and now you can
Yeah,
think like,
yeah. No, I know, I know.
Fucking biggest fear in my life, guys. Like that movie makes me fear that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Dude. That shit can happen
yeah.
in
So
Tehachapi. What the fuck, dude? Caliente Springs up
no,
there,
no, I
Lake
know.
Isabella.
it could.
Fuck
Yep.
that, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
wants to go get a cab until that motherfucking cabin's full of some people that eat your ass. Like, hell nah, dude.
What What's annoying about those kind of movies though is like as I'm watching it, I'm like, these kids. It's like fucking it just pisses me off because like if that was my kids, like you fucking idiot, why are you going into a house in the middle of nowhere? Like if no one answers the door and you're knocking, just fucking leave. Like what are you doing? Like
Hello.
and they
Anyone
walk
home?
in, yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
It's just that part of it just is annoying because
Yeah.
and
But here's the
I
pushback.
know no
Here's the pushback.
is the they're looking for gas, they need gas,
No,
and
it's not even that. Like, if you go to certain places in certain cities, inner cities, there's rules, right? There's stupid things for you to do. But if you're not from there and that's not your upbringing and all the world is filled with unicorns and rainbows, like I could see that shit happening, bro. Like seriously, oh well, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You've seen your own children walk around in this
well,
world, and you're like, what the fuck? Like you're like, are you kidding
you
me?
bring up a
But it's
good
because they don't
you
know.
bring up you bring up a good point because I lived in a place where they take pride in the fact that oh my god I don't have to lock my doors, everyone is everyone knows everyone, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
and they think it's cool because like you know it's it's a community that no one needs to worry about locking their doors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, no, that's kind of stupid. You should probably lock your doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody
So
snatches
I
your soul at your
guess,
butthole. Like,
yeah.
and then, fuck it. You know what, bro? If every time I lock my doors, that's one day that doesn't happen, I'm gonna lock my goddamn doors every day, bro. Hell nah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
nope. That's crazy, man. Oh yeah. Oh, that movie, the quality of the camera makes it feel almost like a documentary because it feels like
Uh-huh.
you filmed it with like with the. It's just grainy and gross, and the ending
Yep.
shot of like it works for me, bro. It's terrifying, and
Yeah.
Chainsaw
it's
Sands.
believable enough to make it scary.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like, could that possibly be happening somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's happening.
yeah, it could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's terrifying. Good for you, sir, watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre on a
I
Monday.
know. Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Way to
Yeah,
start
good
off
way
the
to start
week,
off the
buddy.
week. I know, I know. I'm set, guys. I'm set for the week.
Woo! All right. And I heard that the music in that movie is amazing. And speaking of music, segue. Today's top five, the list we are making is top five DJs. This could go, and if we match any DJ, I'm putting out my
No.
wiener. Like, it's because I don't think there's a
That's all we're not
chance in
doing.
hell that we are. I thought we would match more on the other two episodes we filmed, to be honest with you. And I think we've only had one match. We're at one match. We need a match counter. We're at one match so far in our existence. When we get to 100, we're giving out a prize. So be ready for that, guys. So we're at one match. Top DJs of all time. That was the only rule and parameter we had to this list. But here we go. And we're
Our
starting
favorite, our favorite
favorite.
DJs of
Sorry,
all
sorry,
time.
sorry. Favorite
Yeah.
DJs of all time. Again,
Favorite.
when we say our top five, it's our top five. We're not sitting here and telling you that this person's the best DJ all time, even though I am. But the rest of these guys are not. We're just telling you their personal top five. And if there was anybody of the three of us that should start this list off because they are the DJ like connoisseur in this list, it's not Enrique or I. It is DJ Stevens, aka mix master math teacher, Stevens. All right, Stevens. Your top 5. Hit him with it.
Oh my gosh. So I went back and started thinking about DJs because I was like, I know DJs. Like, so I started thinking,
I know some DJs.
I do. And then I started thinking about how else can I think about DJs. And so, of course, I know you know one on my list already because we talked about it. But I did put number 5 as DJ Qualls, who is an actor. He's a skinny guy that's in a lot of stuff. And
the guy from Road Trip, right?
And Road Trip.
No, Euro Trip.
Yeah.
Road Trip.
No, he's in Road Trip.
Yeah. Road Trip.
Yes.
Road Trip. But he's been in Supernatural. He's been in Creep Show, and he plays some really cool characters, like in the new in the new version, like season 1, I think it is. So I put him because he's a good DJ. Honorable mention was DJ Tanner, but I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So number 4.
Is it an honorable mention though? Just want to go back to that DJ Tanner being an honorable mention. Okay, 5 DJ Qualls.
I think many people would know DJ Tanner, but that's the only person. I was like, nah. But my number 4, I kept thinking about radio DJs, and I was like, oh, the weekly top 40. So growing up for me, like Sunday mornings and stuff, like I put Rick Dees on that list at number 4 because
Rick Dees, baby.
Yeah.
Rick Dees nuts.
Rick Dees.
That's awesome.
Just because he's been around, you all know him and whatnot. At number 3, I actually got DJ because I was like, there was a couple that I liked, but David Guetta I put on there because he has a lot of mixes with lots of people I know. He's in my Zumba mixes.
He does a lot of mainstream stuff.
Yeah. So I was
that won't be on Enrique's list because he's about that underground shit, bro.
That EDM stuff. So I put David Guetta at number 3, and I was like, "Ooh, they're gonna be impressed. I got a real DJ on there."
I'm not, but continue.
I'm impressed, Steven. Hey. I'm impressed.
Thank you, Enrique. At least it's a DJ.
That's true.
At number 2, I was torn between 1 and 2, but at number 2, I put Daft Punk because there's a lot of times where I will listen to Daft Punk over and over.
We got a match. That's my
we got a match. That's great. That I'll be honest with you, my list is pretty much, you guys already know what it's gonna be. But Daft Punk was one of those ones that I was like, like I wanted to put them in my top because I agree with you on that. Continue, Steven. Sorry, as we were clapping.
No, it's fine. Like talk them up because they were almost my number 1, but then I had a thought at another point, so I had to put someone else there. But man, I listen to them a lot. Like there are times where I just
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Tron, the latest Tron movie, all that music. That soundtrack is all Daft Punk, dude, and it's fucking amazing. It's awesome.
Do you don't think they're more mainstream than even Guetta?
No.
Because they only work with themselves, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have like their big songs, right? Their radio songs, but a lot of
they make a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my number 2, and at number 1, I had to go back to old school radio because I am the oldest of us here. And spent a lot of my youth listening to radio stations. And so I put Casey Kasem as number 1.
I think me and Enrique might have one. Oh, Casey Kasem. All right.
He's nationwide. People know him. You know the name. Like he was in the thing for freaking ever. Like that. Like he's just there. So I thought.
Oh my God.
And I know his voice from anywhere. You can pick it out. Like, you know that voice. So I was like, all right, I'll put him number 1.
That's amazing. I'm not mad at you for any of that. On a side note, can we, Steven, start a match counter? We are at 2. Matches. We are at 2. All right. When we get 100, remember the fans get a prize. All right, Enrique. It's all literally toe picks from Enrique. All right, Enrique, your top 5. Número 5.
So I gotta go. I gotta take the EDM. wrote here. Okay,
He just
so
want to piss off Miriam. Go ahead.
my number five is my number five is Dead Mouse. Dead
Okay,
Mouse.
Oh,
I know who that
Dead
is.
Mouse.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah,
I
Dead
know who
Mouse
that
is
is
cool.
too.
Yeah, what I like about Dead Mouse is he, he had his whole early career, like no one knew who he was because he always wore the mouse head, and now he's almost strictly just now everybody knows who he is, and he hardly ever even wears it now. Like all his sets that he does, he doesn't even wear it anymore. But what I like about him is he puts on a show. Like he creates all the lighting, and he put
Mm.
screens everywhere, and he like it's like a show. It's not just the music. And then he's like one of the few DJs that will play only his stuff. And
Mm.
not to say that other DJs are less of DJs because they play other like no,
Talk
it's
your
it's
shit,
it's
Enrique.
what it
Talk your shit, bro.
no. No. I'm just saying, no, it's fine. Like I like DJs
Mhm.
that play, other people's music. Like it's cool, it's fine, it's what it is. But he makes, I guess all I'm trying to say is that he makes so much music and his own style of music that his shows, it's all his stuff. And he puts everything together. He puts so much thought into the lighting, the videos, his mask will even like his
To the
eye,
beat.
he'll,
Yeah,
like yeah, have like a light show on his mask, and
that's cool.
he does a lot
Mm-hmm.
of cool shit. So he's my number five. He could have been
Cuatro.
higher, but at four I have Cascade. He's another DJ. He's a guy that he's not very well known like compared to Dead Mouse, David Guetta, like Tiesto, guys like that. But I don't know. I like all the type of music that it's a little bit less thumpy. It's got like more lyrics in his music that he plays. His sets are a little more laid back, like easier to listen to. I like the vibes that when he does his sets. And he still does stuff. He recently played in EDC this year, so he's still out there. I think he's getting older, but he's still good. So I like him. I've listened to his sets for a long time, and he's been one of my favorites for a while.
Mhm.
So number three is Bad Boy Bill, fucking Bad Boy
Bad
Bill, dude.
Boy
I
Bill.
I have the CD for and dude, in the late '90s, early 2000s, this fucking
Hmm.
CD. I don't know how many fucking hundred times I played this thing.
Hmm.
I fucking love this CD. I listened to it so much. I had to put him on my list. You know.
Hmm.
And the other day we were hanging out. Ivan,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I don't know how old that video was that we were watching on YouTube, but he's
Uh-huh.
still out there. He's still doing stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know like what kind of song. Like I never when I was listening to him at the time. I don't know how much of the stuff was his music that he was making.
I
I
don't think any
couldn't
of
tell
it.
you.
I don't
I
think
don't
any of it,
think.
bro.
Yeah, I
I think
never
that
got
was
the
all
sense
just
that
like
it was.
mixes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
never got the sense that it was his stuff. But Bad Boy Bill, he's my number three, just because I
Dude,
put so much time into listening to his
mid to
mixes.
late '90s, bro. Like, because I don't know how it was like where you were at, but for me, it was either Mexican music. We were all countryed out. It was
Yeah.
like hip hop heavy, and it was like East Coast was killing it at the same time West Coast was. So it was this weird mix at
Hmm.
our parties when we threw a hip hop party, and then it was house music because I was just banging at the time, and it was like
Yeah, all the
Café con
raves
Leche,
and
like all these weird mixes to songs you kind of already heard,
yeah, yeah,
like it was just cool. And Bad Boy Bill was like that easy CD to find or record
yeah,
that you could put on because it was gonna get the party going, bro. When it was house time, it was
yeah,
time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, oh my god, bro, dudes with overalls, no shirts, Mickey Mouse hands. That shit was
yeah,
funny. The other day, my son was laughing at my brother-in-law. But he was getting it for house music. He just went back and started doing a little house dancing, and he was trolling. I'm like,
yeah,
"You put glow sticks in his fucking head, bro? You put glow
yeah,
sticks in his head, bro? You've been killing that shit, dog." Like, oh man, it was hilarious. So, but like, he was like, "Look at him, look at him." Like, bro, that's how we dance. Like, that was house
yeah,
music. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, bro, you're lucky I didn't dance with the mirror, looking at myself the whole time, man. Like, it was looking wild, then, bro. But Bad Boy Bill was that guy, man. So that's cool. All right, number two. What do we got at dose?
So my number two, well, I thought this is where you were going, Stevens. I'm going back. A guy I would listen to. He, on the radio, I don't know that you can call him a DJ nowadays, but I know when he first started his career, he was a DJ on radio stations. He would play music. That's how he got his start and eventually became what he became, the king of media, Howard Stern.
Oh no, we're not going. I was completely going somewhere else.
Okay,
but okay,
gotcha.
okay.
I would listen to Howard Stern because he would play on. Well, he had the show was on TV there for a long time. It was stuff I wasn't supposed to be watching. He made
a movie about himself. Yeah, he made a movie about himself, for God's sakes.
Yep.
Yeah, I really enjoy Howard Stern. He's fun to listen to. I mean, I haven't kept up with him in a while just because he's on Sirius, and I just don't. I refuse to pay for that now. I used to for a while, and I literally had it just to listen to his show. But now he doesn't even do it every day. He'll do it like twice a week, and sometimes he doesn't even do it in the weeks. Like he can do what he wants. That's just what he's gotten to, and
he got like a crazy contract, right? Like from Sirius, right?
Really,
like
he just sets his own time. Like he doesn't have a schedule. It's like
that's badass, bro. And he brought all his people with him, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't
that's cool.
He's got his own channel, but half the time you don't know what's live. It's just all reruns, and but people listen to it, and it's just because it's everything. He's a really good. I mean, and I know a lot of people think that this about him, but he's a really good interviewer. Like I enjoy all his when he interviews people. He's so good, and I fuck with Howard Stern. So
that Usher interview, I'm hitting a little different now, bro. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, he was asking him about like you were 13 and we were at Puffy's house and all these orgies and stuff like that, and he's like, these stuff, and he's like, well, if you had a 13-year-old kid, would you let him go to Camp Puffy? And he's like, hell no, like quick, bro, like doesn't even think twice about it. And now I'm like,
and at one point, Howard Stern just says like, oh, all these women, like, what were you doing? What'd you think about all these women? And Usher was like, I didn't say women, like, and when you're listening to the like at the moment you're thinking like, oh, well, whatever, it's like a throwaway line, but now looking back, it's like, oh shit, what the fuck? What did he mean by that?
Bro, we all have to get into that topic one of these days because it seems like some of my heroes might fall.
No, it's scary.
Art artists, I think.
Yeah.
I was gonna say some of them have fallen.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they will continue to, right? I mean, Walt Disney hated Jewish people. All right, number 1. What do we got?
So my number 1 was Daft Punk. Daft Punk. It was
Daft Punk. Yay, that's cool. Okay.
Good list.
Why number 1 for you though? Out of all the other
Daft
DJs
Punk
that kind of play that music.
Daft Punk is just like I went on a deep dive one time with them because I still not sure who these guys are. And now because they still don't like play without their helmets on.
And they're very secretive.
And first of all, they just look cool as fuck, for one. They just look so cool. And I just their music, it's kind of like Deadmau5, right? It's like they have their own style of music. Everything they play is their stuff. When they were in Tron, I was like, dude, these guys are fucking like they do they're just so good. The show they did in, I believe it was a Coachella where they had the album, and they built the stage they built the stage for Coachella. I forget what year it was. Amazing set. There's a vinyl or an album from this set. They're just, I don't know, man. I just really, it's one of those listens where you can just sit back and listen to them, and you're not necessarily gonna play for a party or anything like that. But I don't know. I just think they're cool, man. The mystery of it all and all that put together. I think they're just captivating. They're just like, there's something about. They're just different, and they've kept it going all these years. A lot of people say that they're probably sitting home cashing in all this money, and they probably hire some fools to just wear the helmets, and they just they and
That's
these
true.
dudes just go and like because they still do concerts and stuff. People are like, dude,
Not even them
there's
anymore.
probably not even them. Like people are going crazy buying these tickets for these concerts. It's probably not even them. Like they can do that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case. I would hate to think that that's what they're doing, but a lot of people think that.
That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, it's just a mystery of it all. It's just cool.
Well, we're not having any more matches, guys. Sorry, that was the only matches for today. But number 5 for me, thinking about again, I'm going just back to the amount of time that I used to listen to this crap, and I sure did. And it was Sundays, and his silky smooth voice would come on, and you know you were gonna get some proper ass slow jams. You're also gonna get phone calls from jail, and they're like, "Hey man, tell little pistol grip, I'm waiting outside. I love him." Is Art LeBeau, baby. Art
Yeah,
LeBeau
that's a good one.
was the fucking man, bro. He would play those fucking slow jams that get your like ants panties wet, bro. They were like the old ass fucking songs, bro. And I loved it.
What did he
And
play on?
Heroes 94.1, I think, in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was
So like a
nationwide.
nation.
It
Okay.
was.
I
It
think
was
he
a
was
night
nationwide. I'm
show.
assuming, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was
I've never heard of him.
what the fuck? Okay, sorry. I shouldn't be that surprised anymore. But no, literally, he was in LA, bro. He was everywhere. Like
Yeah,
he
I
literally
don't think
had, and he had slow jam CDs. They were like the Art LeBeau hits, like, and they weren't his.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, it wasn't him. But he would put it. But it was like your like Duke of Earl. It was more like oldies than
Yeah.
like the '90s slow jams. But every once in a while, he would throw like a little slow jam in there. But it's like Brenton Wood, and it's like it's like what Tavatos used to drive in the lowriders. It was Art LeBeau hits, bro. Like
Yeah.
and don't want to brag, but I officially got a shout out on Art LeBeau once, and I got to hear it.
Did
So
you?
that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I am saying. Yep.
Where's
So
the
I
tape?
mean,
Where's the tape? Where you recorded it?
I should have shoot in hindsight. I should have recorded that.
Yeah, duh.
He's lucky
I
enough
guess.
to heard it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
you
literally,
had
bro.
a tape in there waiting for him.
Yeah, look.
for him to push
And
play.
just hearing it like that when they would do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. And it was my favorite was that he would get people to call and do the shout outs. Those were fine because it was always like, I love you. And it was like that kind of shit. But the best was when he would read the ridiculous shit. Because it was like Art LeBeau is like, yo, this goes out to little stank eye from his girl, or like his top hyena, whatever. It's like Art LeBeau's got that shit.
I probably did listen when
You had to, bro.
Yeah,
You
I
heard
did
it.
You had to, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that was Art LeBeau. Number 4, even more for his DJing, which he is a legit DJ, and I've actually watched his sets on YouTube. God, YouTube is the greatest thing ever because you can see old shit. But it is the memory of one of my favorite shows of all time. It's DJ Jazzy Jeff. DJ Jazzy Jeff
was in consideration.
right? On the Fresh Prince was a funny ass little character that would get thrown out of the house all the time. But he was also actually DJing for Will Smith, and Summertime and all those songs that we remember. Parents just don't understand and all that stuff. Until this day, he does DJ sets, and they're fucking cool. So, but to me, it's that memory of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which I mean, one of the fucking coolest shows ever, right? So, totally DJ Jazzy Jeff was in there. Number 3, because I really got into mixtapes for a little bit. There was this website online that I would get. It's called Mixtape Kings, and I would buy a sticker, but they would send me the mixtape that I wanted. So like that's how you got away with buying, because this is all music that was not released or that they would put together. And one of my favorite ones, and I'm just gonna say maybe the reason why reggaeton got here first is DJ Tony Toca. I used to love him. I mean, he had songs with Daddy Yankee before it was cool. He had songs with Teo Calderon before it was cool. Because if you remember, like, reggaeton got here and hit for like a year or two, and it just went away. And then it finally came back again. But that reason it hit at first was, I think Tony Touch, Fat Joe and those guys, all those guys had something to do with it. But Tony Touch had some songs with these guys. And to me, Teo Calderon is still, I tell people all the time, that motherfucker can go. Like, he's not just a reggaeton guy. I think he's a straight hip-hop guy, and Tony Touch was the first time I heard him. I'm sure that if I lived in one of those countries, I would have heard him a long time before that. But here, that was Tony Touch for sure. And the other day, I was fucking on YouTube, and I found him mixing. I think we were listening to a little bit of Enrique. Like, he's still doing it. Like, to this day, he just fucking put shit together, and it sounds awesome. Number 2, arguably, some people are probably going to say he's one of the best producers of all time in hip hop. DJ Premier. DJ Premier to me as is just fucking hip hop. Like there's so many people I've worked with them, so many people still work with him. You can still tell a Premier beat from everywhere else because what he did to get away with doing what he did, and he even says on albums like "Stop snitching, fools! Don't tell where I get my shit from." Is he'll get something and just loop a few seconds of it over and over and over. So he's not stealing the beat because he's only taking a small part of it and he just loops it. And that's his beat. And he fucking always does such a great job. He's Biggie, Jay, Nas, all those guys. Premier beats are fucking awesome. Again, if you listen to Premier beat, look at how he just takes a small part of a fucking song and just keeps playing it over and over and over. And it just sounds fucking amazing. So DJ Premier, DJ of Gangstar with him and Guru, but he's worked with everybody. There's a million songs that you can listen to. One of my favorite is 10 Crack Commandments, where Biggie just tells you the 10 rules to fucking selling dope. And I have no idea what that's like. That was not me, but that shit sounded fucking gangster as fuck on that album. And the beat goes, bro. And like rule number 5, don't get high off your own supply, bro. And I'm like, dude, it's just great. And that beat just is killer. But I am a West Coast baby. And it's probably not who people think I would put at number 1. And I trust me, I will tell you, Dr. Dre barely fell off this list. But to me, quintessential West Coast DJ, it's in his fucking name. He plays all his own instruments. Is DJ Quick. Fucking love DJ Quick. I always have. To me, there is something about a man who literally plays all his own instruments. He was telling a story the other day in an interview where there was this guy that used to play the guitar for him. But then Dre got him, and Dre told him, don't do that anymore. Don't play for like anybody else. So Quick said he fucking went to a fucking store and he bought all the shit that he needed and he learned how to do it himself. Because he was like, if I can't use him, I'm going to learn how to play it myself. And to me, like his beat just has melody. It's song, it's instrument. It's not just hip hop. It's everything. And again, man, there's so many fucking West Coast songs and he's still doing it. Like he's still releasing music with people, and I think it's fucking cool. And he's also, if you ever think, oh, really, I don't know a lot of his music, I would tell you to just go to Google and put like songs that DJ Quick's worked on. He maybe didn't produce it, but he played the drums on it. He played the guitar on it. He played the keys on it. And there's some fucking songs out there that people don't even know. He is part of that song. Like Kendrick, he's done shit with him. He's done it with everybody. And some of his, I like his music a lot. Rhythmalism is probably one of my favorite albums ever because it just to me, his beats always sound a little different than everybody else's because of the musicality.
That's cool.
The fact that he can play those instruments, I just think it's cool, you know? And the biggest regret I ever had, he only worked on one song with Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z. I probably won't be able to say that much longer, but I love Jay-Z. But he said that because that beat's not, it's fine. It's whatever. I'll be honest with you. It's not even that good of it's not one of the songs I listen to from Jay-Z, but it's because he said that when he produces a song, he has to put so much time and effort into it because there's so many pieces that he does to put it in there. And Jay was like, you have like 10 hours or like you have like this much time to do it. And he was like, bro, like I don't build the beat like that because I'm not just on a drum machine. Not that that's easy. I'm not fucking trying to say shit, but he plays the strings. He plays the keys. He plays the guitar. He plays the drums. So when he builds beats, it's a whole fucking process, right? So he said that he kind of just gave him a beat that he already had. You know, and it's man, I'll be honest with you. But other than that, rhythmalism, Quick as a name, his quick grooves, that's another cool thing too. In every album he's ever had, he always has a song called Quick's Groove, and it's just him playing beats. And it's cool.
It's like the last track or whatever.
Yeah, it's always in there. Quick Groove 1, Quick Groove 2, and it's just him playing, and it's always freaking cool. So that would be my number 1 DJ. I love DJ Quick, West Coast kid. I mentioned Premier is awesome, and I don't nobody would ever say Quick is better than Premier, but on my motherfucking list, Quick's number 1. So and I'm kind of surprised that nobody said Dr. Dre. I thought maybe Enrique was going to say Dr. Dre. Bro.
I thought about it, but I don't. Was he a DJ at first? He was, right?
He was a DJ for NW. Well, no, you're right. Technically speaking, I forgot DJ Yella was a DJ. I was thinking he was a DJ for NWA.
He's been more of a producer, yeah.
But when he was with the World Class Wrecking Crew, that's that picture with him in the glitter and shit. He was a DJ on that crew.
Yeah, no, I know. I just.
But I understand what you're saying. That it's more producer, I think, than DJ, right? So look, once again. Our lists are completely different. We had one match, But if other than that, completely different guys. But that is our top 5 DJs of all time. A great list. I love it. But again, guys, reach out to us. Let us know what other things you want to talk about. Tell us if you agree with our list. If you think your list is better than ours, we'll take it, whatever. Hey, Enrique, where can they email us at?
That's a
Oh, listen
very
to this. They
that's
can
a
email us at.
very
Don't try to stall, fool.
that's a
Listen to
very
this. Oh,
good
Jesus Christ.
question.
Listen to the Cinco at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Send us your emails there if you want it. And Stevens, where can they hit us up on Instagram?
At the Cinco Podcast. Spell it out, people.
Yeah. Hey, again, tell us about our list. Tell us lists you want us to do. We'll try our best. If it's something we don't know about, fuck, we're going to lie and act like we do. All right? Please don't tell us to do top 5 Indian cinema because I'm not going to fucking do it. So on that note, guys, have a great one, guys. We'll see you next time. Hey, Steven, say bye.
Bye.
Enrique.
Bye.
And remember, my name's Ivan. Love you guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you next week, guys.